Hi guys, Archie Luxury channel, Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I want to talk to you. It's very important that you guys subscribe, like, and tell your friends about this channel. We're trying to boost the Paul Pluta and the Archie Luxury channel, and we can't do it without your support. We need your support. It really would help. The other thing is, guys, we can't survive on Google Ads alone. Google Ads is very, it's hard to survive, guys. So look, paid reviews. On the Paul Pluta channel, we do paid reviews. These paid reviews keep me full-time on YouTube. Also, you could sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon lets you pay a small amount of money every month. It's kind of like a tithing, except that it helps creators stay full-time. You sponsor me on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. I'll send you secret pre-release videos. I'll send you secret Patreon-only videos. Plus, I'll send you links to other videos that other people have made that I thought were really good. So, if you really want to keep me full-time on YouTube, consider sponsoring me on Patreon. The other thing is, guys, if you want to send me a donation, these are greatly appreciated. They're greatly appreciated. I earn a couple of bucks per 1,000 views, which is hardly anything, considering I'm in a niche topic. Guys, if you really get benefit out of this channel, consider sending a few bucks. It's something that keeps creators like me full-time on YouTube. Now, guys, let's get on with the show! Showtime! Okay, paid reviews on the Paul Pluta channel. Hi Archie, love your channel, keep it up. Since I'm not a cheap bastard, and no, you don't do shit for free, I've sent you an extra $10. Thank you so much as a tip on top of the normal $20 US fee. Thank you. I'm a 33-year-old guy working in finance and starting to earn some decent money. I have recently started getting into watches and beginning to notice what other people are wearing on their wrist. Me, myself, am currently owning the Omega Speedmaster 3210.50.00 that I got as a gift from my parents when I turned 25. I love the watch, it's the perfect daily beater, and it has some sentimental value since it was a gift. Now that I make my own money, I want to get my own piece. I don't want to have a lot of watches, but rather 1 or 2 watches in total. Either I get a dress watch and use together with my current Omega, or I sell the Omega and get a single watch for every occasion. Can see myself go either way. The watches I look into are the Patek Philippe 5296R with the classic dial, and the Rolex Daytona 16515 with the black leather strap. I think a black dial on the Daytona will go nice together with the black strap, but the chocolate dial is also cool. Both the Patek and the Daytona can be bought pre-owned for about $20,000. Both these watches are gold and special in their own way. Another watch I really like is the new Rolex Sky Dweller in steel and black dial. This option is a little different from the other two mentioned before, but I really like the fact that it's a steel Rolex that is not as fragile as the Patek. I spend my days in a suit, but every once in a while I put on my leather jacket on the weekend and hit the bars. A robust watch is nice. The Rolex would be bought new and not pre-owned. Not interested in paying a premium, but I can wait a few months to pick one up at full retail. Other watches I really like are the Patek Aquanaut 5167 and the new Datejust 41. What is your opinion on these watches, Archie? Which way do you think I should go? Since I work with numbers, I'm always wanting to make a smart decision, and buying at full retail really hurts my soul a little. Both the Patek and the Daytona have already dropped a lot from full retail to pre-owned. Where is the smart money and what is the coolest piece? Thanks, Archie. Best regards, Mr. K. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. K. That is a very, very nice email there. You're a fortunate guy. You got an Omega Speedmaster from your parents. Beautiful, beautiful piece to get there. That's a really nice piece. Look, what I would do myself there if I was in your shoes, look, you're turning 33, okay? The years are ticking by. I know the feeling, big fella. Now, what I would do is, would I get the Patek or the Daytona? Slow down! Slow down! Slow down a bit. Hey, slow down! Slow down! Now, I would seriously say to you, you're 33 years old, do not sell the Omega Speedmaster. Keep that watch. That was a gift from your parents. I mean, you know, that's just wrong to sell it, okay? It's just wrong. Keep it. Keep it. In a couple years' time, you know, hopefully you don't lose your parents, but, you know, life goes on. You think, oh, why? Why did I change it to... It's a dumb thing to do. Do not sell it. That is a wonderful gift to get from your parents. My advice to you, I tell you my advice. My advice to you would be to keep the Omega, get yourself another steel Rolex Sports. Now, I would say to you, seriously, man, you got an Omega Speedmaster, that's great. Keep your speedy, keep your speedy. Get yourself a reasonable priced Rolex. Now, I would go Rolex Steel Submariner, Rolex GMT. Now, you could say, do I go pre-ceramic or ceramic? Do I go two-tone? Do I go, if I'm going for a diver, Rolex diver, do I go Sea Dweller? Or do I go sub? Do I go sub date or sub no date? Do I go Rolex Explorer 2? Or do I go GMT like a Batman or a black? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Or a Coke or a Pepsi? What do you do? Well, slow down, slow down, slow down. It really depends on your budget. If you are flush with cash, if you are flush with cash, you could get a Batman. That's fine. Now, I got to tell you, if you're buying new, the Batman is not... I don't like to buy new. I personally think, oh, shit, I just don't like it. But the Batman and the Steel Submariner no date or the Steel Sub with date, they're pretty good pieces. They're not... You're not going to save a lot buying them pre-owned. If you want to save a lot, get yourself an Explorer 2 pre-owned. Whether it's the 42mm or the 40, they are a bargain. So I would really say to myself, do not sell the Omega. That was a gift from your parents. Keep it. I would be looking at a steel affordable. Now, if you're really flush, so that's what I would be doing. I'd be saying, hey, don't sell nothing. The thing is, when you have an all gold watch, you really realize, yes, the fantasy in your head, yeah, it's gonna be great. Well, I had the gold Submariner, and I didn't want to wear it because it's fairly delicate. Gold is delicate. A Patek on a leather strap. Straps don't last forever, and you really want to have the original strap. You don't want to use aftermarket because they just feel like it's like putting cheap tires onto a Mercedes. You just doesn't feel good. My advice to you would be to build a little collection here. You can have a few pieces. My advice to you, you got the Omega, definitely keep it. Get yourself a Steel Sports Rolex. That's what I would do. Personally, if you, depending on how much money, if you say, oh, well, I got 10,000 in the bank, I'd be saying, hey, at 33, you need to have a bit more than just 10,000. You know, you don't want to spend every last cent, your emergency money, on just a watch. You'd say, hey, I've got 30,000 put away, got some in shares, got a little bit in saving, I got this, but I got 10,000 allocated. I'd say, oh, okay, you can spend the 10. But you don't want to spend every last cent. That's a very dumb idea. My advice to you would be, depending on what do you like. I mean, I don't care about money. I love the 40mm Explorer 2, and that's one of the cheaper options. You can get a good one of these, 5,000 bucks. This is solid end link, no holes case. That's the kind of, that's what you know, that's 5,000 US dollars. Whereas for, you know, second hand, what, about 7 to 8, you can get a Batman. Now, it's up to you. What do you want to do? It's up to you. How tight is money? What do you feel like doing? Personally, I love the 40mm. So, there's a number of factors. But I would be getting a below $10,000 US steel sports Rolex. That's what I would do. As far as the Patek or the white gold Daytona, look, they are great pieces. I would be angling for that on my 40th. I reckon that'd be a great watch to have when you turn 40. I think the 5296R, that's a rose gold, Calatrava, automatic with date. That is a beautiful piece. That is a beautiful, beautiful piece. I reckon that would be really, really cool to have there. Nothing wrong with the Daytona. The Daytona is a very, very cool watch as well. I just think you've already got a Daytona. You've already got a chrono in the Speedmaster. I would say, look, I reckon the Patek's a special. I would aim for a Patek when I was nudging my 40s. That's the 10 years time even. 10 years time, you'll be 43. Yeah, get it 43, 45. You don't want to just get the big one. It's like, you know, you've got to go through these little steps. My own advice to you, I reckon, Speedmaster and some sort of steel sports Rolex. That'd be so cool. That would be so damn cool. That's what I would be doing. And the problem is, you get this gold piece and you suddenly realize, hey, it's actually quite delicate. It's actually something I don't want to wear every day. So that's what I would be doing. Sky Dweller, look, I think, I don't know which part of the world you're in there, but I believe you'd be waiting more than a couple of months to get one. I think you'd be waiting longer. I like the Sky Dweller. I think it's an okay piece. I mean, they're selling for a big premium above retail. Personally, I think get more affordable Rolex Steel Sports, and then I would look at, you know, a trophy piece. I reckon 5296R Patek, that's a super cool, elegant, understated watch. Sky Dweller's cool, but I would just wait for the hype to settle down before I went out there. The Aquanaut's cool. I still think the Calatrava's cooler. Precious metal. That's where I'd be going. 5296. That's a great model. Also look at the 5127. And I reckon personally, I reckon the sweet spot. See, with Patek, you might say, oh, and an automatic with a date. Okay. But I reckon the sweet spot really is manual wind, because you don't have to set the date, because you get a Patek, it's a special occasion thing, so it's not, you don't continually have it running. So I reckon the 5196, that'd be the sweet spot. It's a bit cheaper, but we're not picking it because it's cheaper. I think it's more, when I chose a Patek, after I've owned a few, I said I want a Patek without a date. Look, the World Time doesn't have a date, because then you don't have to muck around setting it. So, yeah, the wrong date, that's where you can usually damage these pieces. So I reckon a 5196 could be the sweet spot. So what's my opinion? My opinion is slow down. Don't sell a gift from your parents. I'd be buying steel sports Rolex, depending on your budget. If you want bang per buck bargain, get an Explorer 2 40mm. That's where I'd be going. If you want to pay a bit more, you could possibly get a no date sub. I mean, you could buy that from a store, maybe able to wrangle a discount, probably not. But that's not going to be the end of the world, because that watch is so hot. So yeah, thank you so much for your email. I hope that helps. Paul Pluta channel. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends.
Okay.